Yo, what's going on, Clashers? Welcome back to Beaker's Lab, where today we're going to be showcasing one of my favorite armies of all time. That is Giant Barch. Guys, you'll see me use this in my Dark Elixir time videos. You see me get Dark Elixir with it, but really this army is for anything, any kind of farming. You can get gold, elixir, and Dark Elixir with this, whether it's inactive bases or storage bases. So let's check it out, guys. I've recently moved up to using 16 giants, so this is a good starting point if you're new to this army. 16 giants, 12 wall breakers, 60 archers, and about 36 barbs. The rest is 20 goblins. And this is a real easy army to use. I'll show you guys right now how you would use it. In the clan castle, I always say, get the best troops you can. If you can get wizards, request them. If you can't, get minions, get archers. You could even get giants or hogs. Those will help. Just more tanking troops will help. So let's check out a raid I just did for some Dark Elixir here. Notice I don't always get the 50% because I want to stay low in trophies. Right now, low gold league is the easiest for me. That's what I think. So, guys, we're always going to start out by sniping buildings. That's taking free buildings so we can set up a funnel. A funnel just means our troops aren't going to go around the outside of the base. We need them to funnel inside of the base. So if you take out buildings on the corners, your troops will be funneled in, straight into the base. Another thing we're going to do here is snipe some defenses inside the base. You guys will see that in a minute. Now, I chose this base because the clan castle is outside. It's not even going to affect us. And that's a big thing you guys got to watch out for. Don't attack bases that have a central clan castle because generally you're probably not going to have a lightning spell. Nowadays, you might have a poison spell, but you could try using a poison spell, but generally I just ignore bases with a central clan castle. Here, you see we sniped some defenses here, an archer tower and a cannon right there, and that's going to allow our troops to go straight into the base. It's going to be crucial. So if you guys can ever do that, just think about, if I drop my giants here, are they going to go into the base or are they going to go around like the outer ring? And in that case, they would have gone around the outer ring. So we took out those defenses. Now they're going in deep into the base. We're going to drop that heal spell and just kind of let the giants do their thing. Notice I have a bunch of troops left, mostly goblins, a few barb and archers as well. And I'm slowly dropping them just to kind of snipe some defenses. But really, I'm just waiting on these goblins. Now that the giants have got into the core, they're going to continue to kill defenses. There's not really much shooting at them right now because this guy, he doesn't have expos, right? Yeah, he doesn't have expos. But even if they did, we have lots of giants in there, and they're going to hold up for a long time. So we just got to wait until there's a clear shot to the Dark Elixir right there, threw in some goblins, and boom, that's all you need to do. In this raid, I don't even think I'm going to use my clan castle troops, and I use one spell. That's generally what you want to do. So that means, guys, you don't want to be taking really hard bases with this. This is what you want right here, and there's plenty of bases out there, you know, newer Town Hall 9s, Town Hall 8s, bases that you know you can take without a huge troop investment. You know, we don't want to use more than one spell. We don't want to really rely on our heroes either. So go ahead and take easy bases like this, guys, and that's going to get you good daily profit. I mean, really, 1,600 every raid, you know, around there. That's going to give you great profit if you can do, you know, 10 or more raids a day. So, you know, as you can see, I'm just dumping troops. Kind of wanted to get rid of them because I don't want to have too many of any certain troop for the next raid. But let's move on to the next raid and see if we can do we'll actually do a live raid next. We'll see if we can do something like this again. We might find some gold, we might find some elixir, or we might just go for Dark Elixir again. I don't know. But with this army, we can do any of them. Alright, so do we have an army ready? Yes, we do. So I'm also going to show you guys how I queue up this army. I'm going to start out with the giants and wall breakers because I know I'm going to be using them in this raid. You can also put them at the end if you want. So I'm going to do 4 and then 3, 4 and then 3, 4 and then 3 again. And then, you know, then you're just going to put the archers in. You're going to want about 15 archers and what was it? 8, something like that. Alright, so now we've got everything in but the goblins, guys, and this is kind of where you can customize it. You can put as many goblins as you want. You could do, you know, 3 in each barracks. You could do 5. I usually like to have about 20 total, so I put 5 goblins in each barracks. I also like to have a few minions, so I'm going to put 2 in there, and that's going to make us, give us a full army. So, let's go in and do a raid, guys. Looks like we have everything we need. Let's do it. All right, guys, this is what I prefer to take all around bases that have a little bit of everything. We've got epic elixir here and good gold and dark elixir too. And, you know, fairly straightforward base. We'll probably use one spell at most and we'll get good loot. So let's go ahead and do it, guys. Probably start from the top. First, let's check the clan castle. Nope, nothing in there. That's a good sign. You know, anytime you have a base that doesn't have a central clan castle, you probably want to attack it. As long as it's not really, really high level, you know, it's a good bet. It's a good bet. You know, central clan castle, that can definitely screw you up. Even if you have a poison spell, the person might have a dragon or balloons or you know, something that you just can't lightning or hit with a poison spell. Just keep that in mind, guys. You know, skipping on to an easier base, it's fine. I do it all the time. I don't mind skipping a good loot base if I'm not 100% sure I can get it. I'd rather just wait for something easier. And that's what farming is, you know. You don't want to take raids that are too hard. So which side do we want to go on? Let's go on... I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's all the same. But let's go over on this side. We're going to drop most of the giants here. Archers right behind. And pretty soon we're going to start throwing some barbs in as well. Barbs are great. They do good damage and they have great health. The only problem is they obviously can't shoot over walls. So, you know, I tend to bring more archers than barbs. But you guys can customize that. You know, I have some friends that really, really like barbs. That think they're, you know, some of the most important part of this army. Because in a heal spell, a barb can take a lot of damage. A barb can get hit repeatedly with a mortar if they're in a heal spell. So now that we've opened up a path to the storages, guys, this is when you want to start throwing the goblins, but not all at once. See, I'm still trying to get open some other walls, so I threw some more wall breakers in. Look like we got them, and now I can start funneling in, you know, a few barbs, a few archers at a time. I usually tap like 1, 2, 3, and then switch to archers, 1, 2, 3. Then I tap to goblins, 1, 2, 3. You know, just keep tapping a couple of each, and that way, you know, a mortar doesn't come crashing down and kill all your troops all at once. So it looks like, again, we're going to get out of here without using clan castle troops, without using too much for spells. We didn't use heroes. You know, pretty simple raids. And this is what we want. You know, farming, guys. We don't have that crazy of an army, but we know what we have and we know what we can attack. So let's get rid of these last few troops we have here. I just don't want to end up with too many wall breakers, too many archers, etc. And that's going to be it, guys. Looks like we did get 50% that time. That's okay. Normally, I like to lose most raids so I can go down in trophies. It's actually better. So, you know, as you can see, a little bit of everything. That's great. I mean, 200,000, you know, if you get a raid with 200,000 gold and 200,000 elixir, that's pretty huge. And if it has some dark elixir as well, perfect. And that's huge. If you can do that all day, 10, 20 times, you're going to be getting a lot of income. So let's go back to base, see if we have an army. Not quite yet. But when we do, we'll do one more raid, and then we'll start some upgrades. Alright, guys, it looks like the army is ready. Let's go in and see if we can find a really, really big raid for this last raid we're going to do. Whoa. Look at this elixir. This is 600,000 elixir. I mean, even if we don't get all of it, which we probably won't, it'll be... Wow. This is crazy. So let's see what we can get here. You know, huge loot. Maybe if we use our clan castle and a couple of spells, we can get, you know, half the storages. We're also going to want to snipe some of these mines and pumps, man. Look at these, especially the elixir, because it looks like there's the most, more elixir than gold. So let's sniggle that one right there. Yeah, that's what's up. Maybe we can get one more right here, but that's probably about it. Ah, not quite. Man, that's why minions are so useful, though. You know, look at this. We're just taking that with one minion. I love it. So, don't want to use too many troops, but I'm going to sacrifice a few barbs and archers to take out these. And then we're going to move on to the other side of the base, and we're just going to rock in here. King, what am I going to do with you? I don't know. Maybe I'll just go from the other side, actually, because, look, almost all the Dark Elixir is over here in these drills, and then the storage is right in the middle. So we'll just go from this Town Hall side, kind of just ignore the King. So, like we did on the first raid I showed, we went in and sniped a few defenses. And we can do the same thing right here. So let's drop 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. Oh no. Whoops. I just dropped too many giants there, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll get back on track here by making an entry point over here. Whoa. Some of my giants aren't coming back in, but here we go. They burrowed in on their own. So now, hopefully, we're back on track. Oh, I hate that. When you think that you changed the troop that you've got selected, but you didn't. So, we're in to the second layer here. Let's start dropping some goblins. In here, we're probably going to want to drop the clan castle and... I'm going to say... we don't have many troops left. Wow, what happened here? Alright, let's see if we can wall breaker in. And if I can get those wall breakers in there, maybe, just maybe, I can drop a rage spell and drop the goblins now. Let's see what these goblins can do. Check this out. In a rage spell, can they do it? Oh, wow, they did. So, you know, we went from kind of a screwed up raid to sniggle in the Dark Elixir with just 20 goblins. That's why I love goblins, man. They're really the clutch part of this raid. So, you know what? Maybe this base was, you know, a little harder than we were looking for. It had a central clan castle, central queen. We were still able to do pretty good. We just had to use our clan castle and 2 spells. So it's really all about what do you want to use with this army. Do you want to take on easy bases with just the army? Do you want to take on harder bases with maybe 1 to 2 spells and a good clan castle? You can do whatever you want with this army. You just got to get used to it. And you got to know what bases to attack, guys. But I would really encourage, you know, you try this out and have fun with it. So let's snipe the last few little drops of elixir that we can. We got a lot of loot this raid, guys. Let's quit out and see what we got. So 300,000 elixir and over 2,000 dark elixir. We missed the gold, but that's okay. I mean, I have plenty of gold. I have enough to do an upgrade anyway. So let's go do that right now. I think I'm working on... Yeah, so I'm pretty much working on air defenses right now, and you know, I'll probably upgrade another one. Even though I have that one upgrading, I'll do 2 at a time. You know, YOLO. I don't care. Even if I get, you know, mass dragged or something, it's, I don't know. It'll only be for 6 days. So let's go ahead and start this upgrade, guys. Level 7 air defense is such a huge stat increase. I mentioned this recently, but I'm going to mention it again. Look at that. Wow. 50 more damage per second. So get your air defenses up to level 7 really soon if you are a Clan Wars player. I would say, you know, it really makes a difference. So let's go ahead and do that. And then let's do maybe this new... Yeah, we'll do this after we do our first level 9 wall. Let's do that right now, guys. Yes! First level 9 wall. I'm stoked on that. Now we got to do them all, though. I can't leave just some level 9. I got to do them all. So we'll start working on that soon. Let's also start this air sweeper to level 2. And that's going to be it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, this little showcase about my favorite army, Giant Barch. And as I was saying, you can really do anything you want with this army. You can get gold, elixir, dark elixir, whether it's in storages or inactive bases. You just got to get the hang of the army. So just try it out, start using it, get used to it, and, you know, have fun. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave me a comment below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.